Here's how you play Roger Jungle. First off, because of his wolf form and human form, he has efficient and clear, he has amazing mobility, and his wolf form skill 1 has iframes. However, Roger Jungle does require a level of coordination with his roamer, so it's recommended that you queue with someone else. Roger's passive explains that he has both a human and wolf form. In his human form, Roger's basic attacks and skills deal extra damage based on the target's current HP. And in wolf form, Roger's basic attacks and skills deal extra damage based on the target's lost HP. Against creeps, this extra damage is capped at 60. Roger's skill 1 fires 2 quick shots in the target direction. The first shot is a Hunter Net that stalls the enemy by 80% for 1.5 seconds, and the second shot is a bullet that reduces the enemy's physical defense for 5 seconds. These shots deal a combined amount of physical damage to the enemy's hit. Roger's skill 2 provides himself with extra movement speed and attack speed for 2.5 seconds. Roger's ult in human form has an active and a passive. The active allows Roger to lunge in the target direction while transforming into his wolf form. This action deals physical damage to enemies hit and slows them by 90% for 0.8 seconds. The passive is while Roger is in wolf form, Roger gains increased physical and magic defense and a minimal movement speed boost. Roger's wolf form skill 1 lunges at the enemy, becoming untargetable while dealing physical damage to up to 3 enemies in the area. If Roger secures a kill or assist, the cooldown of this skill is reduced by 80%. Roger's wolf form skill 2 lets out a howl, increasing his attack speed for 5 seconds. During this time, if an enemy hero below 40% HP is within his vision, he gains a 50% movement speed boost. Roger's wolf form out rolls in the target direction and reverts back to his human form, gaining a shield that scales with his extra physical damage for 1.5 seconds. As for builds, I suggest going Ice Retribution Tough Boots, Corrosion Scythe, Endless Battle, Wind Talker, Hunter Strike, and a defensive item like Brute Force Chestplate. These are the emblems that go along with this build, and as per usual, I suggest more experienced players to build items depending on enemy team composition, instead of using a pre-built setup to maximize your win rate. Moving on to battle spells, since this is a Roger Jungle guide, of course you will have to take Retribution. I suggest prioritizing Roger's skill 1 first, then only prioritizing his skill 2. The last skill you want to prioritize is his ult, as it does minimal damage and doesn't really contribute, except for changing your forms between wolf and human. When playing Roger in the jungle, prioritize farming jungle cans early on to level up and earn gold. Look for opportunities to assist teammates in lanes, especially when enemies are overextended. Coordinate with your team to secure objectives like the turtle when it's safe to do so, usually after a successful gank or when enemies are occupied somewhere else in the map. As for fights, pick engagements wisely based on your team's strength and the enemy's positioning. Roger excels in burst damage, so focus on skirmishes where you can quickly eliminate priority targets like their marksman or mage. Avoid fighting when outnumbered or at a disadvantage. Instead, focus on farming and waiting for opportune moments to strike. With good decision making, Roger can turn the tide of battles and secure victory for your team.